Hello, I'm Amy. Today I would like to talk about a funny topic. It's a hot topic inside China about the parents' behavior of endure the unnecessary hardships. It's kind of common in the parents of the age around 60s and 70s. One person wrote her story about she graduated and after 2 years hard work, so she earned some money, she took her parents go traveling, but all the way her parents were complaining she spent too much money and her parents kind of forced her to change the airplane tickets to the train tickets because her parents think the airplane is not that safe and the tickets are too expensive, even though this girl said she had enough money to provide this traveling. And her parents even took the rice maker and a lot of food with them. Anyway, her parents always have a good excuse. The meal in the restaurant is not that nice and they don't believe the food quality, something like this. And when they get to a place, so she would like to take them to look around the local interest of place, but her parents refuse to go because they don't want to spend the money on the tickets. They were just happy to stay in the hotel or just look around near the hotel. They don't want to spend any extra money. So the whole trip was not that nice. So this lady just put her story on the internet. Lots of people just agreed with her, said, "Oh my God, we have the same parents." And more people put their story on internet. Somebody complained her mom keep the food left in the fridge for 2 or 3 days every time she took out to heat up and eat. So she does this quite often. So the lady told her mom, this is not good, right? Maybe one day you will get ill. So her mom was not happy and scolded her. Everyone does this and nothing happened. And you haven't got through my hard times. Before we even don't have enough food to eat. You were born in a good time and you really don't know how to be thrifty. And one day her mom ate the leftover food and her stomach was not well. They sent her to hospital. So she stayed there 3 days and spent 2,000 in the hospital. Another story is a person complained her parents don't use a fan or air condition in the hot summer. They said when they were young, they don't have this kind of thing and they still got through the summer and they are okay. But one time it was really hot and her mom was doing something in the yard under the sun and then suddenly she fainted. They sent her to hospital. She got a serious sunstroke. So several thousands spent on the hospital. After that, she always joked with her parents. You want to save the several hundreds electricity bills, but you spend several thousands in the hospital. That's really doesn't work. Lots of this kind of stories are almost same about the parents' behavior and thinking. You want to change them, but it's very hard. And in opposite, you cannot change them, and they start to blame and criticize the young generation for not being thrifty. So this kind of behaviors make the young generation really unhappy, but seems the elder generation, they feel very enjoying. That's why lots of young generation said they do love their parents, but they really cannot live with their parents. If they live together, every day they have to fight for something. I am a Chinese person, so I totally understand this kind of thing because I go through lots as well. We have the same parents. In my opinion, every behavior behind has a reason. And like I mentioned, all these parents' age are 60s to 70s. So they got through the very, very hard times. Like my dad, he even told me when he was a child, his family, and not just his family, the whole village were very, very poor. They even don't have enough food, and he still can't remember he even eat the tree bark and the rat meat. So most people, like my dad's age, they were very, very poor, and all kinds of things were very short. So I think they have a strong memory about it. So that's why after thought about it, I can understand all their behaviors are kind of like secular of poverty and fear. The people who has been poor are really afraid that kind of life. And they are really afraid they will get poor again. So that's why they get every chance to save money. So that's why lots of parents, they don't want to enjoy life. It's not they don't know how to enjoy life. But by the way, I have to say, they do have a little part of people who were in a good family, who lived in a good conditions. Nowadays, they know they are very good at enjoying life. But that's really a very small part in the whole China. Most parents, most people are just like man, and their parents are like my parents' age. They do go through the hard times. So that's why I said I really can understand this kind of behavior. So now we know the reason. For me, I never tried to change my parents before because some behaviors are habits and they have a strong reason behind it. So as a younger generation, we really don't need to change or revise them. Sometimes we can say some beautiful lies, like the airplane tickets. Most parents, most ordinary parents, they will worry they spend too much money. Like if we book the airplane tickets, we can tell them, oh, this is on the discount. It's very cheap. And we book a hotel or restaurant, we can say we use some scores to change. Something like this. We don't need to fight with them. face to face about this kind of little things. And I still remember when I went back to visit my dad. He has lots of shit he keeps, and I don't think he will use them. So sometimes I just sneakily threw some. And I remember one year when we went back to visit him, he put lots of meat food, like the sausage thing, in my luggage. So I was very happy that time. I was very happy. But when I got home, I checked. Some are really out of the date. I just threw them. I didn't talk about this with him. It's really not necessary, right? It's a small thing between families. And sometimes you just need to change a way to deal with it. So for me, I think that's kind of love between family as well, even though it's kind of a lie, beautiful lie. Sometimes you need to tell beautiful lies. Okay, so today the behaviors I had mentioned are really in common of most ordinary parents in China. So how do you think about it? And do your parents have some typical behavior or have some behaviors you don't agree, and how do you deal with them? Please leave a comment and let me know. Have a good day. Bye bye.